Anime's been popular for quite some time, and there are loads of shows to choose from. So how about I give you some recommendations on what I feel are the best action anime every year of the past decade or so. No movies or OVAs, just TV series and no sequels.
Got all the vibes. Yeah, I got all the vibes. I can't let you run. A nigga can't let you run. This rock star life got me on another high. It's fucking with my mind. All these drugs on my mind. I got all the vibes. Yeah, I got all the vibes. I can't let you run. A nigga can't let you run. This rock star life got me on another high. It's fucking with my mind. All these drugs on my mind. Getting to the
good. Dark Knight gang in this thing, gang, motherfucking gang. Bro, I'm dropping 3 reactions today. Be on the lookout for all 3 of them. They all fire. I'm in the clouds too. I feel fucking great. This is about to be a fire video, bro. Best action anime of each year from 2011 to 2021. We should know most of these. And they're action anime. I'm ready to get my mind blown. Yeah, man. I hope everybody have a good day. Have a great day. You guys already know when we watch these videos together, I just want you to feel like you watching it with the homie, because y'all my homies. Y'all my bros. So let's watch these action animes of each year. All I know is Attack on Titan better be on here. Bro, we got to know some of these. If I don't know at least 5 of these, I'm going to be so mad. Let's hop into the video. Shout out to the gang. Let's go.
Before we get started, I urge you to subscribe to the channel. It just takes a second to do it, and if you're still unsure about it, maybe this video will convince you to hit that button and be the first in line for my next upload.
You know what, VinnyTube? You know what, VinnyTube? I might have to subscribe to your YouTube channel, bro. I really love your YouTube channel. I can't even lie.
2011. Ah, what a year for anime. While most people will remember this year for 3 smash hits, Steins Gate, Fate Zero, and Madoka Magica, I think that the action anime of the year is none other than Hunter x Hunter. It's really a close call between this and Fate Zero, which are 2 of my personal favourites.
Yeah, I love Hunter x Hunter.
These shows really push the boundary of what we typically associate with action anime. People tend to associate Fate Zero with a dark and cynical outlook on things and its amazing animation and art, which still actually hold up now.
I really want to watch Fate, bro.
And the
hey, forget on One Piece, guys.
Voice actors really do an amazing job. Still, I narrowly give the edge to Hunter x Hunter for being more of a straight-up adventure series that I could recommend to anyone.
Yeah,
accessibility to the new anime fan looking for their first show is good, and I think Hunter x Hunter 2011 is one of the remakes that really improved on its original material. It's also a bright adventure that can smoothly shift to dark and serious tones with a lot of philosophical backdrops.
Yeah, okay.
Honorable mentions this year include Blue Exorcist and Dead Man Wonderland. I also enjoyed the polarizing Guilty Crown and Future Diary a lot, and I'd say that those shows had their moments too. They're not popular shows without a reason.
If I was going to recommend somebody in anime over Hunter x Hunter and Fate, even though I didn't watch all of Fate Zero, but for a first-time beginner, I'll probably do Hunter x Hunter, because it does seem like it has a little bit more adventure to it. You know what I mean? It's a whole story, so I'll probably say Hunter x Hunter.
2012.
But Hunter x Hunter is probably in my top 5 favorite anime. I've seen quite a few now.
2012 is officially where I think the isekai craze got its start, when Reiki Kawahara became a household name. Axel World from early this year got a middling reception, but his Sword Art Online took the anime world by storm. Behind SAO and Axel World, there are a lot of action shows that I enjoyed here. Urobuchi continued his momentum from 2011 with the ever-popular Psycho Pass, and I found myself loving the Ellen action harem duo of High School DxD and Oda Nobuna. And lest we forget Magi, which I feel is one of the more underrated shonen for the quality of its world building and writing. But for 2012, I give the crown to JoJo.
Bro, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is so fire. All right, would I put JoJo's in my top 5? Nah, JoJo's is my top 10 for sure. I didn't watch the whole thing, because after a while you do kind of get a little tired of it. But JoJo's is hard, I can't lie.
Why? Well, JoJo's pretty much one of the most beloved shonen franchises out there these days, and this is when its anime started. It combines a lot of your typical hot-blooded shonen action with super over-the-top powers and execution that would put even Trigger to shame.
The last season I saw is when Jotaro, he killed Dio, or thought he killed Dio.
But it's not just the craziness that it's got going for it. That one was pretty fire. JoJo has a legitimately interesting overarching plot that spans multiple seasons and in-universe generations.
Yeah.
It's a quintessential action series that you might want to check out. 2013. Speaking of Trigger, 2013's where their big hit Kill La Kill made its debut. If you want to talk controversial, this is the year Valvrave came out. Personally, I obviously love the action light novel shows with harem elements, and I found my thirst for that quenched with some rather niche titles like Data Live, Machine Doll, and Strike the Blood. But we all know what 2013 is all about.
What?
Kill La Kill, largely considered one of the best shows in that era, paled in popularity compared to the blockbuster of that year. 2013's the year of Attack on Titan. No
What?
questions asked.
Oh, yeah.
With its very intriguing premise of survival,
yeah.
its action horror ambiance, and how it goes out of the way to create a high-octane action show devoid of the usual anime tropes that non-fans could find weird, Attack on Titan made its mark all over the world.
I think Attack on
I dare
Titan
say that it's probably
is
the
either
year
top
anime
one or two.
really started to burst into the mainstream.
Yeah,
I'd also
I think so
say
too. I agree.
SAO got the ball rolling, but at the end, with the tropes it used, the fan service, and how it wrote the characters, it's still a show obviously made to be enjoyed by the more otaku side of the fandom. However, Attack on Titan shattered all boundaries
I
that
might have
kept
to
the
get
normies
Kill
away
La-
from the community.
Kill La Kill a chance.
It also helps that Attack on Titan, throughout its seasons, constantly found ways to reinvent itself. It hooked the people with the survival horror premise of Season 1,
Yes, sir.
and while the premise of humans fighting titans persisted towards the end of the next seasons, you'll find that the show has dared to branch into a lot of other areas like politics, morals, and humanity.
Yes, sir.
This was truly a landmark year for anime.
I love the way he just described Attack on Titan, bro. That is why I told you Attack on Titan it's either it's my number one favorite or number two. I'm telling you, it's because how I first started, it was just high action. They're fighting to survive titans. So I just went into it thinking like, oh, okay, just gonna be a whole bunch of action, another action anime. But it's interesting. I like how they fight. Let me watch. But then nah, the whole plot thickened. It changed. Eren became a titan. Then you found out why they really are fighting against the other side. Then it became, is it about survival or do they need to kill the other side? I was just like, oh, bro, it was betrayal. Attack on Titan really was a great show, in my opinion. So top one or two for sure. For me.
2014. Unfortunately, with how much Attack on Titan took over the anime world, it's hard to make a breakthrough the year after that. And it's a shame because 2014 did have a lot of great action shows. This was the year 7 Deadly Sins started, and it was a legitimately fun action show before it got memed to death thanks to the subpar
cool.
art and animation in the latter seasons. There's also Noragami and Tokyo Ghoul. And of course, how could I not mention my two light novel hits of the year, Mahoka and No Game No Life. The former had the luck to get a second season and an animated spin-off. The latter, well, not so much. At least No Game No Life's movie blows Mahoka's out of the water. As a final honourable mention, I also enjoyed Black Bullet despite being grossly disappointed in the adaptation's cut content as a source material reader. However, you see the problem. Besides Noragami, none of the shows above can be easily recommended to non-anime fans. Tokyo Ghoul feels a tad bit too edgy for the average normie, while the others have fan service that those same people likely wouldn't take too kindly to. Thankfully though, 2014 also gave us my action anime of the year, Parasite. Parasite often gets compared to
I've heard of
Tokyo
this
Ghoul
one.
with its edgy action style, but I feel that Parasite maintains more of a better balance between the violence and the message behind the plot. It feels more relevant to society as a whole, and I really like how the characters developed. Also, while it's not a knock on Tokyo Ghoul's first season, which is really enjoyable, Parasite at least wrapped up its story neatly in its one and only season, whereas the other show required multiple seasons.
Oh,
The last
Parasite is only one season as well. I
ones
might
which were
start
rushed
watching
to
that really
oblivion.
quick.
If you know someone who's never touched anime before and wanted to recommend a show from 2014, then Parasite is my pick.
Yeah, I might watch
Before
that.
we
Thank
move
you
on
for
to our
that.
next
It's
entry,
only one season.
ever had a situation? 2015's yet another big year for action anime. Arslan, Overlord, and Danmachi take the forefront for action novel adaptations, but there are also some other novel adaptation hits like Chivalry of a Failed Knight and the polarizing Gate and Asterisk War. Also, there's a personal guilty pleasure and favourite of mine, Testament of Sister New Devil. On the manga side of things, we have Assassination Classroom making its big debut, and I myself have a soft spot for Seraph of the End despite people back then passing it off as an Attack on Titan ripoff with bleach weapons and gay vampires. But 2015
Okay.
undoubtedly belongs to One Punch Man.
Oh, yeah,
it's not
for
quite
sure.
Attack on Titan in terms of how big of a cultural phenomenon it became, but One Punch Man seriously came pretty damn close to it. Attack on Titan, as I said, broke the barrier between anime fans and ordinary people,
Yep.
and One Punch Man was the show perfectly poised to capitalize on that. At this time, superheroes were becoming the in thing thanks to the excellence of the MCU and the general awareness of them growing, and whether by chance or by intention, One Punch Man really did take advantage of that.
Facts, it did. the superheroes were being pushed heavily. So One Punch Man came out. He's a superhero, but it's like had a little comedy to it as well.
It also helps that while the
So,
show is an exciting action series through and
smart.
through, it does deliver the goods as a parody. It's a show
That's
that
what
will
I
at
just
first be
said,
passed
yeah.
off as comedy due to how it pokes fun at the ridiculousness of shonen anime, yet at the same time becomes such an immersive and emotional roller coaster when you do actually watch it. The hype is real for One Punch Man, and while Season 2 is quite middling, Season 1 during its time was a legitimate cultural phenomenon.
Bro, I don't want to make this video too long. We still got, it's 10 minutes left for his video, and you know I'm going to add a lot as well. So, we're going to do part 2 tomorrow, from 2016 to 2021, I swear. This is a great video. I'm going to watch it tomorrow, faded as well, too. But yeah, man, I'm about to take a break from One Piece once again. I have been watching it. I'm almost done with the Alabasta saga, so don't worry. I'm going to give my update on that. But I'm going to take a break from One Piece really quick. And I just want to watch either Fate or Parasite. He said Parasite is only 1 season. So I might just binge watch that starting today. Finish that within like the next 3 days. You know what I mean? But anyway, everybody have a great day. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Shout out to the gang. You already know I love y'all. Y'all, man, you already know I mess with you guys heavy. I'm dropping 2 more reactions after this. They're both about to be fire. So yeah, you already know what's up. See you guys next time. Peace.